Hey guys, a very good evening to all my crypto believers. So, have you all been curious about what's happening in the market? Don't you worry, the CoinMonk's got you covered. You can also stay crypto dated with by listening to our crypto news podcast. We've left the link for you in the description box below. Okay, so before starting with the updates, let's quickly quote today's headlines. Crypto is here to stay, says Paytm founder amid regulatory debate in India. Australian Super Rest Retirement Fund to invest in cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has processed more transactions than PayPal. After Brave internet browser, Solana hosts mobile messaging app Jabber by Bonafide. So let's start up with the refresh feed. Firstly, the Indian government plans to introduce a new crypto bill in parliament. Some of the provisions in this bill are detrimental to India's Bitcoin economy. In the midst of all of this, Paytm's founder Vijay Shekhar Sharma has a lot to say. By the way, Paytm is a technology business based in India that specializes in digital payment systems, e-commerce and finance. I don't know why I'm telling y'all this much, but okay, knowledge boom, yeah. Sharma stated that cryptocurrency is here to stay and that it would become mainstream in the next few years. Sharma spoke about cryptocurrencies at a virtual conference hosted by the Indian Chamber of Commerce on Thursday. Crypto, he claims, is Silicon Valley's answer to Wall Street. I'm a big believer in cryptocurrency. It is basically built on cryptography and, like the internet, will become popular technology in a few years, he added. There are presently no laws in India that restrict the use of cryptocurrency. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on the other hand, recently met with other officials to discuss the regulatory steps that need to be taken. The Indian government aims to present a new bill to regulate digital currencies according to a parliament bulletin dated November 23. The authorities are preparing to outlaw private cryptocurrencies with this bill, create a foundation for the development for an official digital currency at the same time. The bill, on the other hand, allows for specific exclusions to promote cryptocurrencies' core technology and applications. Sharma went on to say that the use of cryptocurrencies is now speculative. Each and every government is befuddled. It will standard technology in 5 years. People would soon comprehend how the world would be without crypto, he claimed. He stressed, however, that it would not be a replacement for fiat currency. Paytm's founder also stated that after the company's income reaches $1 billion, he plans to expand to additional nations. Paytm is now running Japan's largest payment system in a joint venture with a Japanese company. We'll go without a buddy later, he remarked. So moving forward, Australia continues to stand out for its rising interest in and adoption of cryptocurrencies by the general public. Despite their volatility, digital assets' attractiveness has prompted further investment in this financial instrument. The Retail Employees Superannuation Trust has joined the crypto investment bandwagon in Australia. Let's find out what's happening by looking at the current situation. The Australia Rest Super will be the first of its kind to invest superannuation funds in cryptocurrencies based on its announcement. Until now, the retirement fund industry as a whole has been wary of Bitcoin. Rest Super Fund has 1.8 million members and $46.8 billion in assets under management. Superannuation, on the other hand, is a requirement for all Australian employees. It is comparable to a 401k in the United States. Andrew Lill, the company's chief investment officer, acknowledged the volatility of crypto investments during the company's annual public meeting on Tuesday. He did say, however, that their investment allocation is part of their portfolio diversification. The company's CIO stated that cryptocurrencies are an essential investing aspect and that it will proceed with prudence. He did, however, say that the investment, in his perspective, introduces members to digital assets and blockchain technology. As a result, they could have access to a steady source of value during a time when consumers are more likely to invest in crypto to resist fiat currency inflation. Furthermore, a spokeswoman for Rest stated that the company views cryptocurrency as a means of diversifying its members' retirement funds. The strategy, though, might not constitute a direct investment. In addition to this, the company's spokeswoman acknowledged that it's still conducting studies before making any final choices. They're also concentrating on both the legislation and the security aspects of crypto investing. Moreover, PayPal and Bitcoin have been in the news lately. According to a block data analysis, in terms of dollar value, Bitcoin conducted more transactions than PayPal in 2021. Bitcoin is currently lagging behind credit card firms, and the paper examined how the peer-to-peer network may catch up. Anyways, let's have a look at what's getting cooked by CoinCode Cap's analysis. Bitcoin conducted 62% more transactions in terms of dollar value in 2021 than PayPal, according to Block Data Research. The company also looked at how much money was traded on the MasterCard and Visa networks. Despite the fact that Bitcoin is currently lagging behind credit card firms, the paper looked into how the P2P network could catch up. Bitcoin has transacted an estimated $489 billion every quarter so far this year, compared to $302 billion for PayPal. MasterCard and Visa, on the other hand, continue to lead the pack, processing an average of $1.8 trillion and $3.2 trillion per quarter, respectively. According to the report, it's striking how Bitcoin, a 12-year-old decentralized network, is 27% of the way to MasterCard, a firm created in 1966, in terms of one statistic. This is especially true given that this is a decentralized movement. Bitcoin needs to boost its dollar processing volume by 260% to catch up with MasterCard and 540% to catch up with Visa. Despite these huge increases, the P2P network may process more dollar value in the future due to increased awareness and use of BTC, as well as ongoing innovations in its ecosystem. According to the report, every publicly available data, like as the number of Lightning Network nodes, the number of channels between these nodes, and the quantity of Bitcoin in these channels, is increasing at an exponential rate. Assume they continue to do so in the next decades. In such circumstance, the Bitcoin network may process as many as, if not more, transactions than conventional financial networks. Bitcoin's ability to handle additional transactions will be determined by the implementation and improvement of scaling solutions. The Lightning Network, which reached its maximum capacity in late September 2021, is the most important solution now in use. The number of nodes and payment channels achieved new highs within the same time period. The Lightning Network will have 800 million users by 2030, according to Arcane Research's State of Lightning report. It listed remittances, gaming, and streaming as examples of important use cases for the scaling solution. The Bitcoin network could very well be on its way to competing with MasterCard and Visa thanks to Lightning's performance. It will, however, take some time before it becomes a reality. So moving forward with our final segment for today, you may be one download link away from conversing with friends, keeping up with community conversations, or even making money from your DMs if you have a Solana wallet. Jabber on Solana was announced by Bonfida as the very first mobile messaging app based on any blockchain, according to the company. Let's have a look at the present scenario. There was one characteristic in particular that was worth noting. According to Bonfida's announcement, you can easily monetize your direct messages and groups by choosing a price per message in SOL that other users must pay to communicate with you. This gives content providers a mechanism to monetize their work and interactions that isn't based on trust. Jabber users could also provide and receive tips, as well as send and receive encrypted personal communications. Messages in group chats, however, are not encrypted as of press time. Furthermore, Bonfida offered a long list of forbidden jurisdictions, which included the UK and the US. Telegram, Reddit, Twitter Spaces, and other platforms are commonly used in the crypto sector for communication. As Bonfida pointed out, blockchain-based messaging apps have a wide range of applications across the ecosystem. The fifth largest blockchain by market capitalization has already entered the IT and communications industries. Solana's relationship with the privacy-protecting internet browser Brave, which created a crypto wallet, is an example of this. Furthermore, Solana will be integrated into the Brave crypto wallet next year. If additional such partnerships emerge, a non-crypto user experiencing crypto or blockchain aspects in their digital tools is likely to come across Solana-powered infrastructure. However, as demonstrated by Bonfida's list of restricted jurisdictions, app developers' own compliance requirements will play a significant role in Solana's expansion. So we would now wind up with our assessment for today evening and meet you tomorrow with even more interesting stuff. Until then, you may consider joining our Telegram channel for free crypto signals, visit our blog linked below for guides, reviews and tutorials, and subscribe to the channel and get daily updates about the crypto market. Lastly, with this little favor of CoinMonks, we hope you stay updated. Thanks for watching and have a nice day ahead.